Evening and welcome to the Nassau County Board of County Commissioners meeting for Monday, May 11, 2026 at 5 p.m. Please stand as Mr. Irving Gilliard gives our invocation and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Good afternoon, everyone. Let's pray. Oh, Heavenly Father, we honor you, praise you, give you all glory. So thankful for this meeting on Nassau County Board of Commissioners. As always, we ask that you bless them and their families, continue to lead them in the decisions that they make concerning the citizens of Nassau County. Bless those that support them through the county manager's office and the county attorney's office. And we continue to ask prayer for the first responders as they do their daily work, things they may see and things they not see. Continue to bless our military as they protect this country. And Lord, as we approach storm season, again, we ask that you have mercy on us. Show us mercy, dear God. Lead and guide us in these prayers. We ask in your name. Amen.
Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Madam Clerk, call the roll.
Here.
Mr. Pope, expansions or deletions to the agenda?
None tonight, ma'am. Thank
Madam
you.
Attorney.
I do have one item I'd like to consider for expansion in regards to calling a meeting on May the 20th.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Hutton.
I make a motion to accept the county expansion item.
Second.
Motion to approve the expansion item made by Commissioner Hutman, second by Gray. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. And I will add that. That will become tab U.
Yes, Madam Chair.
That will take us to proclamations and resolutions. Tab A. Approve a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners proclaiming the week of May 10th through May 16th, 2026 as Police Officers Memorial Day. In Wednesday, May 13th, 2026 as Officers Memorial Day, Nassau County, Florida.
To approve tab A.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Mr. Farmer's going to do our proclamation. I know I have several guests here to meet with the dais. Thank you, Sharon.
It's a proclamation of the County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, recognizing National Police Week, May 13, 2026, as Peace Officers Memorial Day. Whereas May 15th was designated by presidential proclamation in 1962 by President John F. Kennedy as Peace Officer Memorial Day, in the week of which it falls as National Police Week. This was designated to honor these officers, federal, state, and local, who have been killed or disabled in the line of duty. And whereas National Police Week has become widely recognized throughout the United States of America as a new way for citizens to pay tribute and express their gratitude to those who serve and those who have made the ultimate sacrifice. And whereas there are more than 900,000 law enforcement officers serving in communities across the United States, including the dedicated members of the Nassau County Sheriff's Office and the Fernandina Beach Police Department. And whereas since the first recorded death in 1786, there are currently more than 24,000 law enforcement officers in the United States who made the ultimate sacrifice and been killed in the line of duty, 13 law enforcement officers from Nassau County, 8 from Nassau County Sheriff's Office, 1 from the city of Fernandina Beach Police Department, one Florida Highway Patrol Officer, two from the Department of Agriculture and Consumer Services Law Enforcement, and one Hilliard Constable. And whereas it is important that all citizens know and understand the duties, responsibilities, and sacrifices members of our local law enforcement make for our community, and to credit them for their efforts in safeguarding life and property and protecting us against violence and disorder. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed this 11th day of May of 2026 by the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, that one, the board hereby proclaims the week of May 10th through May 16th, 2026 as National Police Week in Nassau County, Florida, and May 13th, 2026 as Peace Officer Memorial Day. Number two, the board acknowledges and commends all law personnel for their service and dedication to Nassau County and its residents. And number three, the board encourages all residents to thank a law enforcement officer today for their service and dedication to our community. And it's signed by the Chair, Allison McCullough, and the County Attorney, Denise May. Thank you both for what you do.
Commissioners, good to see you, staff. Thank you for this proclamation, recognizing those who have died in the line of duty in Nassau County. Thank you for support for the men and women who are still out there, making sure that as safe as possible. We're growing so much. We're having to deal with so much more now that Nassau County is Nassau County I grew up in. It'll never be that way again. But we're doing the best we can to make sure our community and our citizens are safe as well. Thank you for your support. God bless you. Stay safe.
On behalf of the city of Fernandina Beach, thank you so much for including us in this proclamation. We appreciate our partnership with the county, and it's a blessing every day for us to be able to be the police department here in the county. Thank you.
That will take us to tab B. Approve a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners proclaiming the week of May 17th through May 23rd, 2026 as National Emergency Medical Services Week. Motion made by Martin. Seconded by Farmer. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Mr. Gray, will you please read the proclamation? Thank you.
Yes, ma'am, Mr. Chairman.
We have several guests to meet you.
Come on.
That's everybody.
Come on. Got a bunch of them out there. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, gentlemen. Okay, this is a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida. National Emergency Week, Medical Services Week, May 17th, 23rd, 2026. Whereas Emergency Medical Services are a vital public service. And whereas members of Emergency Medical Services teams are ready to provide life-saving care to those in need 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. And whereas access to quality emergency care dramatically improves survival and recovery rate those who experience sudden illness or injury. And whereas emergency medical services has grown to fill a gap by providing important out-of-hospital care, including preventive medicine, follow-up care, and access to telemedicine. And whereas emergency medical services consists of first responders, emergency medical technicians, paramedics, emergency medical dispatchers, firefighters, police officers, educators, administrators, pre-hospital nurses, emergency nurses, emergency physicians, and trained members of the public. and other out of hospital medical care providers. And whereas the members of medical service teams with a career or volunteer engage in thousands of hours of specialized training, continuing education to life-saving skills to serve the public. And whereas this year's theme, improving outcomes together. Focuses on collaboration across healthcare and public safety to enhance patient care and support for all clinicians. Now therefore be it proclaimed this 11th day of May, 2026 by the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida. The board hereby proclaims the week of May 17th through May 23rd, 2026 as Medical Services Week in Nassau County, Florida. Two, the board commends all emergency medical services workers and extends their gratitude to them for protecting the Nassau County, Florida. And this is approved by our Nassau County Attorney Denise May, and signed by the Board of County Chambers Chairperson Allison McCullough. I'd like to say something real quick as I give this. Okay, but a few years ago, my wife had a medical emergency. She slipped and fell in the garage, and I tell you what, I couldn't ask if she would say here, she did, and it was called the y'all guys, first class, and her injuries were less severe by the services y'all provided her. I think y'all have a great job, and I'm sure the whole board does as well.
I would just like to say good evening, thank you for this recognition, the honor. On behalf of the city of Fernandina Beach, I think I can say for all of our folks we are proud to serve the community that we do. We have a group of fine paramedics, EMTs in both departments, and our goal every day is to take better care of citizens in Nassau County every call we go on. So I want to say thank you for this recognition, and I'm going to introduce to you Dr. Adam Branoff, medical director. He's actually medical both departments, and he'll come say a few words.
Commissioners, county staff, thank you very much for your recognition. Thank you so much for your support of the department. As you said, I can't be more proud to be associated with this department. The treatments, the progressive nature of the care that's given, the leadership that this department exhibits every day is humbling and it's really amazing. As a physician that works at the Baptist Nassau, I am regularly interacting with our crews, taking care of patients after they receive treatment from them, and overwhelmingly, regularly, I'm receiving incredibly positive feedback from medical staff, nurses, patients, just in general, they have done an absolutely incredible job, and I'm just really grateful for the support that we have received as a department from all of you. So thank you very much both for the support as well as for this proclamation, and thank the department for allowing me to be part of such a special department. So thank you.
Our public safety service. That is the number one priority of this board, and we do it every day. We're so grateful for men and women who continue to work for us and with us. Thank you. With that, we're going to move to tab C. Approve a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners designating May 2026 as Older Americans Month.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Hutman.
To approve tab C.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Hutman, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Mr. Hutman, I'm excited for you to do this proclamation. Thank you.
Yes, ma'am. Hi, folks. Welcome. Please join me at the podium. Proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Older Americans Month. Whereas the month of May is nationally recognized as Older Americans Month. A time to celebrate the contributions, resilience, and vital role of older adults in our communities. Whereas the 2026 national theme, Champion Your Health, highlights the importance of supporting older adults and caregivers in the building and maintaining physical, mental, and emotional well-being through prevention, connection, and access to community resources. And whereas many older adults and caregivers face significant challenges, including managing chronic health conditions, navigating long-term care systems, maintaining independence, and addressing social isolation, making community support more important than ever. Whereas Elder Source, the area agency on aging and disability resource center, Northeast Florida, empowers people to live in independence and dignity by funding and coordinating critical programs such as nutrition services, caregiver support, evidence-based health and wellness programs, home and community supports, and access to benefits and resources. And whereas strong partnerships, county governments, nonprofits, service providers, faith-based groups, neighborhoods, and volunteers ensure that older adults and caregivers have access to the tools they need to maintain health, safety, and independence. And whereas it is fitting that we honor and celebrate the older adults who enrich our communities, acknowledge the caregivers, both family and professional, who support them every day in Nassau County. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed this 11th day of May by the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, that the Board encourages all residents to recognize the value of older adults, support caregivers, participate in health promoting activities, champion your health by engaging with programs and services that help people age with independence and dignity. And two, the Board hereby proclaims the month of May 2026 as Older Americans Month. That is signed by our chairwoman, Allison McCullough, and attested to by County Attorney Denise May. Thank you for
So thank you so much for today. It's very important that our older adults are honored for all that they've done for the community and continue to do. As the area agency on aging, it is our job to help older adults, people with disabilities, and their caregivers to live in a home and community with independence for as long as possible. And we do that, as you mentioned, through partnerships in the community. One being with the Nassau Council on Aging, with Brian joining us today. So thank you so much for your raising awareness about the needs of older adults and also the value of older adults and encouraging the community to do what they can to remain healthy for as long as they can. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much again. Tab D, approve a proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners proclaiming May 2026 as Lupus Awareness Month.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Hupman. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Mr. Martin, thank you for doing proclamation for us on tab D.
Have someone receive this proclamation?
Look for the purple.
Proclamation of the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida. Lupus Awareness Month, May 2026. Whereas lupus is an unpredictable and misunderstood autoimmune disease that can cause severe damage to tissue and organs in the body. In some cases death. And whereas the Lupus Foundation of America estimates that 1.5 million Americans and at least 5 million people worldwide suffer the devastating effects of this cruel and mysterious disease. Each year, over 100,000 young women and children around the world are newly diagnosed with lupus. The great majority of whom are women of childbearing age. And whereas medical research efforts into lupus discovery, safer, more efficient treatments for lupus patients are underfunded in comparison with diseases of comparable magnitude and severity. And whereas many physicians worldwide are unaware of symptoms, health effects of lupus, causing people to suffer for many years before they obtain a correct diagnosis and medical treatment. And whereas there's a unmet need worldwide to educate and support individuals and families affected by lupus. And whereas there's an urgent need to increase awareness in communities worldwide to debilitating impact of lupus. Now, therefore proclaim the Board of County Commissioners of Nassau County, Florida, on this 11th day of May 2026, hereby designates May 2026 Lupus Awareness Month to raise awareness of this significant public health issue. It is signed by our chair, Commissioner Allison McCullough, and attested to by our county attorney, Ms. Denise May.
Good evening.
Welcome.
Thank you. The Nassau County Board of Commissioners and staff. Once again, I want to thank you all for supporting and recognizing Lupus Awareness Month in Nassau County. I count it as an honor and a privilege to stand before you as an ambassador for the Foundation. That is one of many that is representing the Southeast and the only one here in Nassau County. But I want to thank y'all for your support, for allowing me to come, and for just raising awareness. And every year we have a motto. Our motto this year is take action for a cure. And you doing the proclamation tonight, that is one step closer to us taking action for a cure, because all knowledge leads empowerment and power. And I thank y'all again because we want to be able to. We want to thank you for the proclamation, but I want to be able not have to come get a proclamation because I want to be able to say not only that I have lupus, but that I had lupus. So once again, I thank you again, and I thank you for your support in this proclamation. Blessings.
That will take us to consent items. Any board member wishes to move a consent item, new business, please so now. Is any member of the public going to speak on a consent item? I'm gonna ask have H.
Madam Chair, I move to approve the consent agenda with the exception of tab H.
Second.
Motion to approve consent agenda minus tab H. Motion made by Martin, seconded by Commissioner Huttman. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. That will take us to new business. Our new tab N will now be. Consider the following. Number one. Approve grant reimbursements for the Lignotech Economic Grant.
Madam Chair, that's tab A.
Tab H, and then we're gonna do new business. Correct.
Ma'am, and if you want to call for public comment.
Sure. Okay. Thank you. That will now take us to new business. Any member of the public may address any item under new business at this time. The time limit is 3 minutes. Is there anyone who wishes to address any item under new business? I have speaker cards for tab T, but no general public comment. So that will take us to tab H. Consider the following. Number one. Approve grant reimbursements for the Lignotech Economic Agreement grant. Contract number CM 3327-A2 up to $190,223.28. Or number two. Provide additional direction on the payment of reimbursements for the Lignotech Economic Grant submitted, a portion thereof or none at all. Mr. Ironman?
Thank you, Chair. With this item, we did want to discuss this is the completion of the seventh year of this 10-year economic grant. Through this annual review, we make sure that the $110 million investment is still in place. And they have continued to provide their 51 full-time employees. So they've met the minimum criteria for the grant. That is at discretion. Again, to provide the full funding of the $190,000, give or take, or proceed otherwise.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Gray.
With that, since Lindo Tech has filled their obligation, seven, make a motion to tab.
Second.
Motion made by Gray, seconded by Commissioner Martin. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Thank you. Always great to see that economic development.
Absolutely.
Tab M, consider a resolution to enable parcels of land located within the William Burgess Mixed-Use Activity Center Overlay District, which include conflicting zoning and land use categories to be corrected during a time frame of 7 months. Mr. Pope.
The chair. It's like Director Back is making her way to the podium.
Good evening, Commissioners. Elizabeth Back, the Planning Department. Progress these slides. So you'll recall, we had discussed during the winter strategic planning session, a proposal to consider enabling parcels of land within the William Burgess District overlay to be corrected in terms of the matches between zoning designations and the underlying land use categories, as was offered to folks within the Timber to Tides design overlay, and of which several more than 20 took advantage of that opportunity at that time. So we're looking tonight to consider opening that up for additionally for the William Burgess District for a period of 7 months. We're well aware of the background of the size of the William Burgess District, over 5,000 acres, created in 2017. At the time when it was created and adopted, that opportunity was not given. However, we have had requests from folks in that area anticipating receiving these. And should this be approved tonight, we will send certified mail to property owners that have this condition where either the zoning district mismatched with the land use category, and they can come in and not have to pay a fee for that time of 7 months, and then after that will close back down, and they will be able to seek a rezoning to the Transit District. But this will help those applicants and property owners that can't develop their property currently unless they go to the Transect. So this is just the area of the William Burgess District, south of State Road 200, west of US 17 and east of I-95. Good. I guess that's the last slide. So happy to answer any questions. This is simply a resolution tonight before you to consider enacting that opportunity for folks. Certainly.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Gray.
Yeah, I'm glad to see this takes place to hopefully correct some of the things just like with the time. So with that, tab M, consider a resolution to enable a parcel located in the mixed-use activity center overlay district completely zoning and land use categories to be corrected during a time frame of 7 months. My motion is to approve that, please.
Second.
Motion made by Gray, seconded by Commissioner Huttman. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. That will take us to tab N. Adopt a resolution of the Board of County Commissioners, Nassau County, Florida, adopting the public lands inventory for property to which the county holds a simple title that is appropriate for use as affordable housing.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Kaylin Thompson, housing planner. So tonight's request for a resolution for adopting the public lands inventory for county-owned parcels that are suitable for affordable housing. So this particular public lands inventory update is in compliance with Florida Statute 125.79, which requires all cities and counties in Florida to inventory and evaluate government owned within their jurisdictions for suitable affordable housing. Under the statute, local governments may recommend disposal of the land by sale or donation. And as I stated previously, the inventory must be updated every 3 years. And it includes acquired through traditional purchase and acquisition, foreclosures, and tax treatment. So, according to statute 420.00004, affordable is defined as monthly rents or mortgage, including taxes, insurance, and utilities that do not exceed 30% of the median adjusted gross annual income for extremely low, very low, or moderate income households. So at the bottom of the screen here, you can kind of see the process of searching for affordable housing for parcels that are suitable and county owned. Doing the actual inventory and then some action steps. So once again, the process searching. So this includes queries search in GIS. So the property tax county's map with property appraiser, determining ownership, zoning conditions, and the land use, and also evaluating the land based on suitability. So if there are any wetlands, flood zones, evaluating the size and also the actual parcel. The inventory step includes finding the parcel number, the address, recording the legal description, owner, size, current zoning, and land use. And the inventory will also provide indication of whether the parcels are vacant or improved, and the inventory must be adopted by resolution in a public hearing tonight. And for the third step, for the action, it offers properties for sale to add to affordable housing fund for acquisition and development. The next action step would be to sell properties with land restrictions for permanent housing, to donate properties to non-profit organizations for construction of affordable housing, and there are more actions that are listed on slide 8. So just some quick facts about the public inventory. There are 38 publicly owned parcels in 2026 as of this inventory that are suitable for affordable development. And since the last inventory in 2023, two parcels have been acquired for purposes of affordable housing development. And in total, there are 376 total parcels on the lands inventory. So this is just a map showing where in particular these parcels are. So the first parcel is within Hilliard, and the second one is actually in Callahan. So for the parcel that's within Hilliard, I have included parcel ID number. The size of this lot is 0.07 acres. The value is a little bit over $3,000, and the current status is vacant. And just a note for these small sub-parcels and the ones you can see right next to it. The parcel listed is in an R2 zoning district within Hilliard, which required in the town of Hilliard has special requirements of at least 90 feet of width for a buildable lot. So four of these small lots would have to be combined to create one buildable lot for an affordable housing unit. And for the next parcel within Callahan, it's 17 acres, and the value of it is a little bit over $17,000, and the status of this is vacant. So just some action steps about what we can actually do. So local governments may take any of the following actions. Once again, offering properties for sale and using the proceeds from that sale to purchase land for affordable development. Offering properties for sale and using sale to increase local government funds for affordable housing. Selling properties with restriction that requires properties be developed for use as permanent affordable housing only. Donating the properties to nonprofit organizations for construction of affordable housing. Otherwise holding the properties in a public land trust for future use. Making properties available for use and preservation of permanent affordable housing. And just simply, if there were no options available, doing a finding by resolution that no lands are suitable at the time of inventory for affordable housing. So this is just a link to our website, where you can see where the public lands inventory is actually housed. You can find information related to the last update, in which there were 39 properties that were eligible for consideration, and a total of 325 properties that were county owned within the inventory. And then there are images snapshot, and in the actual resolution there are also images as well, and that will be published on the Public Lands Inventory webpage as well. So are there any questions?
Yes.
Mr. Martin.
Yes, ma'am. You said that this inventory had two properties that have been acquired.
This inventory, I'm sorry, that have been acquired since the last inventory.
And you've acquired two additional pieces of property?
For affordable house, but the ones that, let me go back to the. So these two have been acquired for the purpose of affordable housing since 2023. At the time of the last Public Lands Inventory update, but in total there were 325 on the 2023 update, and there are roughly 700 on this update. So.
Okay, I misunderstood.
Oh, sorry about
That's okay,
that.
that's my fault. So in general, can you tell me the properties that used to be on the inventory that have been we've done something, sold them, done something with them. You have examples of what has happened to those properties for affordable housing?
So if I may, through the chair. So we've had a couple properties that were sold, disposed of. So similar to that reference of the Hilliard property. You need a couple properties to actually assemble a developable lot. Those were sold to a private entity, not for affordable housing. Funds from the proceeds are set aside affordable housing fund future items. With the other properties, we go with some of the nonprofit developers, looking at different projects. None of them have come to fruition yet. We do have that dialogue every year as we go through the list, and we'll be going through the list again with the Affordable Housing Advisory Commission as well.
Make just one further clarification. Properties that were sold owned on both sides by the same entity. So in the law, when you sell something, it's only owned on both sides. You have an undevelopable. It may sell that because you weren't going to be able to do anything. Anybody going to be able to do anything. But the proceeds did go into an affordable housing.
Able to take those and use them appropriately.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Any other questions?
Just a quick comment, Madam Chair. A lot of these properties, you see the number 325. A lot of these properties are very small pieces of easements are not actually lots properties that you could build on. So the two there as an example that were non-workable. It's unfortunate. We'll just that's why we scrub them every 3 years to look for possibilities. Thanks for the work once again.
And I know we have been at Habitat for Humanity together, and I think it's just as we look forward to those options. I'm so grateful that we continue to have these policies in place that are. I mean, just giving those options or resources for affordable housing. Thank you.
Madam Chair, move to tab N.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Hutman. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Thank you so much.
Madam Chair, before you next item. Just one clarification on that. Properties added were not acquisitions, they were purchases, but they were items that were adapted and was missed on the prior list.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Iron. Tab O. As directed by Nassau County School District, resolution number 13378 in section 1001.773 parentheses 2 of the Florida statutes, consider a resolution providing for a referendum election to be held in 2026 general election to determine whether the Nassau County School District may continue to levy up to an additional 1 mil on the ad valorem millage pursuant to section 11011.771 parentheses 9 and 10011.73 parentheses 2 of the Florida statutes.
Through the chair.
Mr. Pope.
Thank you. I just want to point out this ministerial action of the Board of County Commissioners. You do not have the authority to deny the request direction of the school district, school board, through you, supervisor of election. So again, this is a ministerial act to pass through.
Thank you, Mr. Pope.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Hutman.
Make a motion to approve tab O.
Second.
Motion made.
With a comment. If I may make a comment.
Yes, sir.
I don't want anybody to think, as Mr. Pope said, this is a ministerial action. And I think I know where the vote's going to go, but if the result of the vote is to approve this, we're basically saying to the school district that, yes, you have permission to put this on the referendum. We're not saying that we think that an additional 1 mil is a good or a bad idea. We're not saying that. What we're doing is we're giving you, the people, the opportunity to make that decision. So before the news media and social media blows up that the Board of County Commissioners approved the 1 mil increase for the school district. That's not what this action does. You will have an opportunity. The people make that decision.
In November, yes. So motion made by.
Motion stands, ma'am.
Motion made by Hutman, seconded by Commissioner Martin. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Thank you, Mr. Martin, for clarifying that for the record. Tab.
Can I say one more?
Yes, sir.
Dr. Burns wanted to be here, but she recently had a medical procedure done. I'm not gonna details of that prevented her from being here. But I think she reached out to everyone to find out if we had any questions on it. I know she did with me. I just wanted to let you know that's why she's not here.
Okay. All in favor of tab O? We voted, okay, just kidding. Tab P. Approve and authorize the chair to execute the three reservation and sales agreements with Pigeon Creek Mitigation Bank LLC and to proceed with the payment of the required deposit and the full purchase prices outlined in the agreements, total not to exceed the amount of $2 million, the associated budget transfer.
Thank you, Madam Chair, and Commissioners. What before you tonight, tab P is of course our opportunity to acquire the credits needed just like any other development project. Even though we are the county, we still have to permit through St. John's River Water Management District and through the Army Corps if we want to construct infrastructure projects such as roadways, fire stations, those projects. The last time we wetland mitigation credits, they're broken down into state and federal credits, which is why you'll see the three contracts there. Was roughly 4 years ago. They do not become available very often, and there is only one place, which is Pigeon Creek, that have them available in this basin. The way they're broken up across the state by basin. So this is our opportunity to secure those credits before they go on the market to other development folks, so they can be picked up for those that implement some of these projects such as the 107 intersection and the Indus Road project. There's a ton of projects in here that these could be used towards, and they'll be used accordingly based on the design. Figure out what those impacts may be those projects. I'm here to answer any other questions you may have. The price tag is last time we purchased these was about 60 to 70% price, somewhere in that range. Just like everything else, construction, the impact cost for these things is nearly 87% in the last 5 years. So again, here to answer any questions you may have.
Madam Chair, I move tab P.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. Motion carries. Thank you, Mr. Companion. Tab Q, consider resolution extending the state of emergency in Nassau County, Florida, related to open burning and brush fires. Chief Rigdon, would you like to be at the podium? Thank you. I did not see you behind the chair. Thank you.
I was gonna call him out. Good evening again. As you all are aware, we did get a little rain over the weekend. Countywide averaged about two-thirds of an inch. We're also year to date, we're about give or take 20 inches below average rainfall. So the day we implemented the burn ban almost a month ago on April 15th, the KBDI was 546. It went up as high as 627. And with the rain this weekend come down, but today we were at 533. So 546 today we implemented burn ban, 533 today, not a big difference. As soon as the sun comes out, it's gonna dry that rain up, and unless we get some sustained long-term rain, again, my recommendation, we continue to burn ban until we get some significant rainfall.
I'm sure I moved tab Q.
Second.
Motion to approve tab Q. Chief Fred didn't say for a second. Motion to approve tab Q. Made by Mr. Martin, second by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. Mr. Hutman, have it.
Chief, while you're here, Director Cooper. I've received a couple of emails from constituents that are looking forward here, May, June, July, about fireworks in Nassau County. We canceled them. Several local festivals recently did instead. I think that's conscientious. They're asking if we look at denying permits for the sale of fireworks as the ban stays in effect and these conditions exist. Can we stop vendors from selling in Nassau County? Was the question. I don't know the answer. The attorney's going to probably have something to say about it.
Yeah, I was going to say I would lean over to that.
Okay. I just thought I'd start the question up here with the safety folks first.
I do know in the ordinance we banned as far as residential use and individual use, they can be shot using a licensed vendor, been in business 5 years. Turn it over to her to finish that.
We can't state law in permitting sale, but we can prevent the use.
Right.
Based on
Based on our resolutions.
But I would have the ability to state if I had interest in my county, right?
And because they do actually permit those vendors to sell and it's done through the state permitting process. You could buy them, you just couldn't shoot them off.
I'm praying for rain, July 4th, 50th anniversary of our country. The country have fireworks.
I understand. I'm just trying to be proactively smart about safety and the conditions that are very real. So okay, thank you, Chief. Thank you, Mr. Cooper.
Thank you, Director Cooper. So do not burn anything. We're still not burning.
Nope.
Tab R. We're happy, we're not burning. Do not light a fire. Tab R, set a special meeting of the Board of County Commissioners on May 18, 2026, 4 p.m. for the board to consider extending the local state of emergency for a burn ban in Nassau County.
I will not be able to be here.
Okay, yes.
We'll be on the plane.
I'm excited. Will I have a commissioners? Will you look at your calendar to see if I have?
I am available that day, Madam Chair.
I'm going to say that at this time.
Okay, so at this point, we will proceed. If someone will make that motion.
Motion to approve tab. Second.
Motion made by Gray, seconded by Commissioner Hutman. All in favor say aye. Opposed say nay. And for the public, that does have to be every 7 days, correctly? That's why we keep assessing where we're at. Thank you. That will take us into legislative public hearings. Tab S and Tab T are legislative. The county attorney will read the following procedures.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Following items are legislative items, and the procedures are in place to give all speakers for or against an item the opportunity to do so. Those wishing to speak in favor of or against the item being considered 3 minutes to address the board. All statements should address the board and only the item under consideration. Please do not engage in personal other speakers, staff, or board members. Speakers must begin by stating their name and the record. Speakers shall not be repetitive or restate the same information as prior speakers. Sharing or transferring not allowed. The clerk controls that time. Again, that is 3 minutes. Any speaker with documents is presentation should please present them to the deputy clerk if they do become part of the record. This meeting is being recorded, so please no applause, outburst or talking as it distort the ability to record. The board will then close the public hearing and discuss the item in duration. You may ask questions to speakers or staff. The board will then deliberate and vote on the item before the Madam Chair.
Thank you. Tab S, consider land development code 25-007 and ordinance 2026-028. An amendment to the Nassau County Land Development Code, Article 4, Transit-Based Zoning District, TBZ, and Article 4.5, Timber Design Overlay, Community-Based Standards. At this point, we'll open the public discussion. And we have an applicant presentation. Thank you, Ms. Back.
Good evening, Elizabeth Back with the Planning Department. So this item has been heard once before. This is the second reading for this item. If you recall, this was brought to our attention as something we needed to fix in Articles 44 and 45 related to the timber to ties design overlay brought forward by the Planning Department would be applicable countywide, just apply the timber to ties overlay. In Article 44, we'll be clarifying that for agricultural uses where permitted, we're not going to require residential density. Second item is to define and create equestrian subdivision. Make it clear that that's a permitted use with certain less intense transects, T1.5 through T3, and define and identify stables as a permitted use within that Transect 3 district. Looking towards Land Development Code 45. We noticed that there's a situation brought to our attention where there's an instance of property that is or could be zoned T2.5 adjacent to 3.5, and that's full 2 half steps up. Located west of I-95 to solve for this issue brought to our attention. We're proposing buffering and screening. If that would be developed, that would be medium density buffer, which is already described in the Land Development Code. That would be 15 feet with 4 canopy trees and 67 shrubs per 100 linear feet. To conclude, feel free to ask me any questions. You have your staff report as well. We do staff does find this to be consistent with the comprehensive plan, specifically the future land use element, the land development code. We see it as necessary to implement the future land use plan. And is conformance with Florida statutes, goals, objectives, policies of the comprehensive plan. I will mention that the Planning Board did recommend approval, and you had heard this before on the first reading. So feel free to ask me if you have any questions. Thank you.
And we went through an exercise partially this came about
Yes, ma'am. Correct.
Working constituents, equestrian uses were a very real thing, and we. I told them we will get through this together, and I hope I will send this to our friends at Paramount and some other friends because this is important for them to recognize. We said we will make it right, and we are making it right.
That's correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Any other questions? I'll now call to the podium those who completed a public comment card. I have board questions. I'm going to close the tab for public discussion on tab S for deliberation. I will entertain a motion to deny tab S.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Hutman.
Based on the record testimony received, there is competent and substantial evidence for Nassau County Comprehensive Plan FL.01, Policy FL.015, Policy FL.02.06, Comprehensive Plan Objective, Florida Statutes and Nassau County Land Development Code. Therefore, my motion is to approve LDC 25-07, Ordinance 2026-028, as you said, promises made and promises kept.
Thank you, Mr. Hutman.
Second.
Motion made by Hutman, seconded by Commissioner Martin. Madam, call the vote, please.
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. That'll take us to tab T. Pass on first reading. A temporary moratorium imposing a temporary moratorium on the acceptance, review, or approval of applications, development permits, development orders, zoning, or site plans related to data center facilities for up to 12 months, and set a second hearing for June 8, 2026. Open the discussion on tab T. We'll start with our staff presentation.
Thank you. Denise May, County Attorney, and they're helping me get it up there now. Thank you, guys. All right. as directed by you back in April, and further discussed at your April 7th meeting. This is the first reading of a draft moratorium. This is the actual moratorium ordinance that you'll be looking at tonight. We do have to have two readings on it. This is your first reading. So, this is similarly almost the same presentation that I gave you on the 27th. However, it has been updated to include the action by the governor last week on Senate Bill 44. So let me start. What is a temporary moratorium? Also known as zoning in process. Well, it's a land use tool to promote the effective planning. It's allowed by state law and by Supreme Court and by Florida. And so I've cited to those there. The intent is to maintain the status quo while you look at what regulations you might want to put in place. In other words, where should these be? How should they be regulated? If they should be regulated, to what extent? This proposed ordinance defines data center facilities for the purposes of this ordinance only, just the moratorium, not for the purpose of full-on zoning regulations that may come from your moratorium. But here it is defined as a building dedicated space within a building, or a group of housing computer systems and associated components such as telecommunications and data processing systems to be used for remote storage, processing, or distribution of large amounts of data. It includes non-exclusive examples such as computational applications, cryptocurrency mining, artificial intelligence, weather remodeling, genome sequencing, application cloud storage, video and technical streaming. This is non-inclusive and very broad, and it's intended to capture everything that possibly come as a data center, while you still determine how you want to define data center and what that looks like in Nassau County. The temporary moratorium on acceptance review, approval of applications for development permits, development orders, rezoning or site plans. Captures just about every type of application that come in the door to build data center. It's up to 12 months, to make that clear. That's the end zone. It could end before that. Just want everyone to be aware of it. It's not a year moratorium, dead drop. This is as long as it takes for you to do proper data analysis for any regulation. It is also not a ban. Again, this is proper land use tool under the case law, under the statute. It must be only for the time period, rationally related to address the actual nuisance expected or zone it properly. So I want to make that clear for the public. This is not banning data centers.
It's also not approving them.
That's correct. It's a status quo. What it's doing is saying you want to plan for it. It includes applications for development permits, rezoning, site plan, all similar applications. It does say similar applications, so that if I haven't defined appropriately, I still can catch it.
So go back. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Looking at that applications for. The county has received no applications.
No.
And I, Allison Nicole, I have not signed, I'm not going to say it correctly, an NDA. I have not. And I don't know if we're going to get to that, but I'll tell you, I haven't, despite any liability on the internet, I have not signed one.
No. Actually, the county as a whole cannot sign a non-disclosure agreement. We can't contract away our public records requirements, and that's in the case law. That's in the law. As a non-charter county, we're also at the lowest of the total. So I'm stuck with I can only hide or keep confidential that information statute tells me I can, and only for the length of time.
Madam Attorney, I think that came up because there was discussion at the state level, state of Florida, where they were trying to put NDAs into the legislature. It does not apply in Nassau County.
That's correct. The county itself doesn't sign them. Economic development and others have different means, and there are statutes that they can use for a certain period of time about what the bill limited for data centers. But as for the county itself, individual commissioners, your county manager, and myself can sign it into.
Thank you.
Again, it's up to 12 months from the effective date of your signature. So that will be your final hearing. So it will be June 8th. That's passed second reading. Then it would be up to 12 months from that time. And this will allow you time to review passing regulations, zoning, conditional use, proper use. There are so many considerations as we talked about. Some of those impacts in data centers include groundwater impact, water supply, wastewater treatment, electrical grid capacity, infrastructure requirements, including roads and others. Land use compatibility, what development standards, environmental considerations to include noise, lighting, wetlands, and what the best practices are in jurisdictions in which these exist. I do know that I'm your county manager already working very hard to put together a team of not just stakeholders, data center, also those friends of 1,000 Friends of Florida, conservation, NASA. All the parties that may be interested in this, so that you can bring forth the data necessary for you to make informed decisions. And I know that they're working really hard. Your planning county management are working together for you. Now, what happened last week is Senate Bill 484 was signed by the governor. It's now chapter 26-65. This morphed over time. I think it was a very strong bill to begin with. What did we end up with? Pretty much sums it up. What's very clear to me is it does maintain the authority of local governments to exercise the powers and responsibilities to comprehensively plan and land development regulations as granted by law. As I was reading through it again today, I just wanted to make clear it's real apparent to me, having watched legislation over the last 15 years, and what they put in the legislative and what they don't. What they have not done is to allow you an ability to ban these uses. Okay. What they did is to recognize these type of large load customers and data center usage present unique planning, infrastructure and compatibility considerations. The legislature intends that such considerations shall be addressed through local comprehensive planning and local land development regulations adopted for this chapter, which will go into some of what's in here. I think they're mandating us to look at their mandating us to planning tools you're using and to be smart about how you're going to go forward with this. At the same time, they are conscious of the large usage, especially in this bill as it relates to electric and water. And I think those are really just the two things addressed in this bill. It requires the Public Service Commission to develop minimum large load requirement for public electric utilities that reasonably ensure the large load customers, such as large data centers, and it's in the bill that way. Pay for their own cost of service, minimize the risk of non-payment of such costs to the maximum extent practical. This includes ensuring that over a certain amount of wattage used is a large data. They're going to make tariff by a certain date that will apply just to them, and ensure that if that customer doesn't pay or pulls on more, it can't be spread to the average rate payer. That's clear throughout the bill. It establishes large-scale data center consumptive use permits that are to be done through the water management district. Now, sometimes these go through. They're not required to go through actual public hearing process. I will tell you, for a large customer such as this, it is requiring that not only do they do a special permit for these. There's a special application process. All of them will require public hearing as a part of that. And so that's new for them as well. So that is the legislature's attempt to protect the natural resource. They do expect, however, that the local jurisdictions will look at what's necessary for their local jurisdiction. So that's pretty much why we're doing what we're doing, to allow you time and the actual facts on the record for you to make good decisions. And I will. This is a first reading. And it is a public hearing to hear from the public. But are there any questions of me at this time? And I will step aside.
I'll now call to the podium. Those who did a public part to speak on tab T, the first will be Pat, Sam. Will you make sure to say your name? I will.
Patricia Psalm 9553 Bentgrass Court, Fernandina Beach. I spoke 2 weeks ago, so I won't repeat that. I have 2 points to make. First, I'd like to thank the Board of County Commissioners for considering this moratorium. As I read it, we will be the first county to impose a moratorium in Florida. Yay, I think that's great, and I encourage you to vote for it. Secondly, this might be a slight repeat of what I said before, but there are sinister forces putting a lot of money into Florida to change outcomes of elections. So come January 2027, depending on how much PAC money from Tech Pros and Silicon Valley, et cetera, is poured into our November elections. I have some severe concerns about the legislation that just passed. We know Tallahassee passes legislation and then just reverses it. We know that when citizens vote for certain proposals that we're asked to vote for, they're then overruled by Tallahassee. So I'm extremely concerned about what will happen January 1st, 2027, whether in fact Nassau County will continue with the moratorium, or whether the state will say that these data centers are important to the state, and that they would be placed where the state determines that they are acceptable and important, and therefore reducing the impact that the county commissioners have, and frankly your constituents. So I don't know how you plan for that. I'd like to ask Dean Black, my representative here tonight. Dean, are you here? Clay Yarborough, my senator, are you here tonight? I hope you come June 8th, and I hope you share with us how you would vote next year on data centers, not just in Nassau County, but how the legislature about data centers in Florida. So I would ask the commissioners to please specifically invite Mr. Black and Mr. Yarborough to come to that meeting in June, because they're folks who are going to have something to say in the next term. So thank you very much, and again, thanks very much for considering this potential moratorium.
Next. We are not have outbursts. This is a public hearing. Tab T. Our next will be Rachel Stillwell.
Commissioners. My name is Rachel Stillwell. My address is 3610 Sagebrush Lane, Callahan, Florida. I appreciate the presentation of the year moratorium regarding data centers, and I appreciate that State Bill 484 is attempting to create protections around large-scale data center development. I do encourage the county to recognize the bill as a floor, not a ceiling, and that important loopholes still remain to retain local authority. County leadership has previously stated that residents should look at zoning and future land purchasing property. Many of us did that exact intentionally chose agricultural and open rural areas based on the long-term land use expectations. Many residents are concerned by the growing pattern of large-scale data centers placed on rezoned agricultural land in rural communities. Often followed by expanding infrastructure and additional industrial pressure over time. I asked the county to use this moratorium period to strengthen local protections by closing remaining loopholes in the bill, including independent review before reclaimed water exemptions are granted. Cumulative water impact aggregation of phase projects, full disclosure of backup generation, and emission impacts, and binding financial assurances projects are abandoned or fail. If residents later experience well depletion, contamination, or health impacts, they should not have to spend years proving harm while carrying the financial burden themselves. Protective monitoring, mitigation funding, and enforceable financial assurance should be required before approval. Residents should not be carrying long-term infrastructure burdens, utility costs, water restraint, or cleanup risks while private corporations make profit. Thank you.
No, we're not. It disrupts. We'll stop. Tab, Miss Rachel DeVoe. Please state your name and address for the record.
Hello. My name is Rachel DeVoe. My address is 451573 Old Dixie Highway, Callahan, Florida 32011. While we are experiencing one of the greatest upward wealth transfers in history, data centers stand to represent the greatest trend of wealth and land. Of land and water by big business. We cannot stand for that. We affect change locally first, and that's why we're here now. Because big business does what big business does. They cut corners and have their bottom line. It's literally their responsibility to make money for their shareholders. They have historically socialized costs and privatized profits at the expense of everyday citizens. Here's what people have said about experiences after data centers moves in. It triggers an anxiety attack every time they do load testing. I can't sleep. It literally rocks my core. It feels like we're fighting an uphill battle that we didn't sign up for. We're scared to drink our own water. We don't need a night walk around the house anymore after dark. My electric bill almost doubled. There are some days, some weeks, some months that I have to choose whether I'm going to pay my bills or food. The water has a weird smell and color. No pressure either. I don't drink it, but I cook and bathe with it. I don't know what else to do. Florida, the U.S. already has 3,000 data centers, thousands more in the works. Some abandoned because they became obsolete in their construction phase. Florida's water and ecosystems are already fragile and strained when they should be sacred and honored. Let us bring true shepherds to this little patch of earth that we reside on. In order to do that, we have more information. There is a popular prophecy, and it's more important now than ever. When the last tree is cut down, when the last fish is eaten, and the last stream poisoned, you will realize that you cannot eat money. And make no mistake, that's what they're after when they're moving in here. Let's take the correct path. Let's be on the right side. Pass the moratorium, please.
Thank you. Mr. Joe Waz.
Good evening, Commissioners. My name is Joe Wass, Science Specialist with St. Mary's Riverkeeper. We're located at 694-3 East William Street, Georgia 31548. St. Mary's Riverkeeper works to protect the St. Mary's River now and for our future. Grounded in science, driven by advocacy, powered by people, both Northeast Florida and Southeast Georgia. Our Executive Director, Emily Flora, has asked me to read this following statement. Thank you for the opportunity to comment tonight regarding the proposed moratorium. Over the past 2 weeks, St. Mary's Riverkeeper has actively engaged in conversations surrounding data centers development. We have met with county staff, attended meetings, and spoken with presidents, worked to encourage thoughtful public engagement around an issue that could significantly shape the future of our region. We believe this moment calls for caution, transparency, and careful planning. This pause is not anti-growth, it is responsible planning. Data centers bring significant demands on water, electricity, land use, and infrastructure. And Nassau County deserves the time to fully evaluate these impacts before approving large-scale facilities that will permanently shape our community. We have already seen neighboring communities grappling questions about energy costs, water consumption, environmental impacts, and transparency in the development process. A one-year moratorium gives Nassau County the opportunity to engage residents, review infrastructure capacity, and develop clear standards for taxpayer and natural resources. This conversation is especially important in light of Florida Senate Bill 484, while Senate Bill 484 proposes statewide standards and limitations related to local regulation of data centers. Local governments still have the responsibility to ensure that growth aligns with community priorities, environmental protection, and long-term resilience. Decisions made today could affect our county for decades. Nassau County is growing quickly, and we must make sure development strengthens our community instead of placing new burdens on residents, utilities, and sensitive ecosystems. This is especially important in a watershed like ours, where water resources are directly connected to public health, ecological health, economic vitality, and quality of life. A moratorium creates space for thoughtful planning, public engagement, and informed decision-making. St. Mary's River urges the Nassau County Board of County Commissioners to support the proposed one-year moratorium and commit to a transparent process that puts the long-term interests of Nassau County residents first. We should be asking not only what is being built, but who benefits. Who bears the cost, and what kind of future we're creating for the residents of Nassau County. Thank you for your time and consideration.
Mr. Chad Charland.
My name is Chad Charland, 30446B, First Avenue, Fernandina Beach, and candidate for State House District 15. I am speaking in favor of the moratorium tonight, and to do so, would like to read something I came across on May 1st. Quote, Data centers require millions of gallons of water for cooling systems. Similar projects have faced significant public opposition due to their immense draw on local water supplies. We must carefully evaluate both on our aquifer and local water security. Beyond standard overhead power lines, data centers require robust electrical grids and extensive fiber connectivity. We are concerned that electrical infrastructure will be unable to handle the additional load. The scale threatens local ecosystems and alters the community landscape. The increase of impervious surface has potential impacts to resiliency. Conditions regarding thermal exhaust, noise pollution, and resource draw should all be considered along with their impact on the community, unquote. Now, these are not the words of a tree hugger activist like myself. These are the words of W.M. Dull. Captain Bill Dull, commanding officer at Sub-Base Kings Bay, just across the St. Mary's River from us. He wrote these words on May 1st to the city of Kingsland and the mayor there in opposition to a proposed data center in Camden County. If a data center is too scary and potentially disruptive for the United States Navy operating 10 miles from here, then it's too scary and potentially disruptive for our community, residents, small businesses, farms that call Nassau County home. Camden County's Board of County Commissioners took this advice, along with the concerns of residents, and voted to enact its own data center moratorium just last week, as more and more communities across the nation are doing. The best time to address a problem is before it becomes a problem. Keep the moratorium language broad, as written by the county attorney, and take the 12 months to make an informed decision, curtail these catastrophic developments from ever coming to Nassau County. I hope you follow the examples of others around the country and protect our community with a moratorium on data centers.
Thank you. Mr. Wayne Vaughn.
Rainbow, 95142 Wildwood Circle. How y'all commissioners doing? I'm not gonna say nothing. Y'all already know what's going on. Y'all know about the data centers. I was born and raised here. My mother was born and raised here. We've been in this community for a long time. I was in business community over 30 while retired. If this data center goes in here, it's going to destroy this community. And I believe y'all know that. Please don't know that. It will destroy this community. There's not a community in the United States that one of these data centers when people are happy. You can't find one. Nowhere in the nation. Anybody said we're proud to have a data center. Nobody. There's not one. You can't find one. If it happens, destroy Nassau County. And I believe y'all know that. Thank y'all.
Miss Patricia Scatalion. When I taught school, I was let students read their name first, so they got it correct.
I was challenged with my last name Scatalone.
Okay, thank you.
Not a problem. Thank you, Commissioners, for having this. Yes, I will. My name is Patricia Scatalone. I live at 96454 Otter Run Drive, Fernandina Beach, Florida. I would encourage you to go to the Environmental and Energy Study Institute. They've written many articles on data centers focusing on energy needs, water usage, noise pollution, contributions to higher energy bills, and pollution via carbon emissions. With larger and new AI data centers, water consumption is increasingly alongside energy usage and creating carbon emissions. I'm in the healthcare field, so the carbon emissions are a big concern to me. Data centers threaten fresh water supplies. Only 3% of the Earth's water is fresh water and consumable. Medium-sized data centers consume up to 110 million gallons of water per year. Large centers 5 million gallons per day, or 1.8 billion annually. A 2016 report found that fewer than one-third of data centers even offered to operate and report their water consumption. Per USA Today on April 22nd of this year, data centers significantly strain the environment and economic resources of communities where they are built, leading to increased utility costs and massive resource consumption. These facilities put nearby residents under pressure by inflating rates as utility companies have passed along the cost of infrastructure upgrades onto small businesses and local households. High demands for water and electricity contributes to rising carbon emissions as well. Science directs that carbon emission impacts marine life, impacts the land and plant metabolism as well as increased human health risks. In animals and higher carbon emissions impacts respiration, the cardiovascular system, and impacts on the cerebral cortex. More recent studies have shown harmful effects such as increased blood pressure, changes in heart rate, kidney calcification, oxidative stress, neural damage, inflammation, impaired lung function, and increased headaches. The authors of this particular article used 86 different references to support their information. I encourage everyone here to not approve land, water, or power usage to any business intending to build a data center. We already have water shortages. No one needs to higher utility bills, and no one needs to be exposed to carbon emissions that will negatively impact the health of our citizens. Thank you.
At this time, do we have any board questions for staff or members of the audience? At this time, I will close the floor to session for deliberation.
Madam Chair.
Mr. Martin.
Based on the review of the testimony provided, my motion is to approve, pass on first reading, and set hearing for second reading on June 8th, 2026.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Gray. Madam Clerk, will you please call the vote?
Commissioner Hummel?
Yes.
Commissioner Gray?
Yes.
Commissioner Farmer?
Yes.
Commissioner Martin?
Yes.
Chairman Hall?
Yes.
Motion passed 5 ayes, no nays.
Thank you. That will take us to tab U.
Thank you, Madam Chair and Commissioners. I'm asking tonight simply for a motion to set a closed session special meeting on Wednesday, May 20th, 2026, at 10 a.m. or as soon thereafter after your 9 a.m. regular BOCC meeting to seek the advice concerning Amelia Retreat Condominium Association, Inc. versus Nassau County, Florida, case number 2025-CA-341, and pursuant to Florida statutes 286.011 subsection 8.
Move to approve that use.
Second.
Motion made by Commissioner Martin, seconded by Commissioner Farmer. All in favor say aye. Aye. Opposed say nay. We're still having a meeting. If y'all could take your discussion outside, thank you. And that will take us to general public comment. Comments can be made for only items under the Board of the County Commissioners. Time limit is 3 minutes. Ms. Jackie Osborne, I have a speaker card for you.
Good evening. My name is Jackie Osborne. I am living at Post Office Box 16756, Fernandina Beach, Florida. Thank you, Madam Chairwoman, for allowing me to address this group. I am a volunteer at Nassau County Animal Services. The count this week is dogs in the kennel 68, dogs in foster 78, cats in the cattery 24, 80 kittens and cats are in foster care. Approximately 90% of those cats in foster care are kittens who are being bottle fed or mush fed. The animal shelter desperately needs foster homes for these kittens. At approximately 8 weeks, the kitten can be returned to the animal shelter for chipping, spaying, neutering, and adoption. If you know someone who might be interested in fostering, please have them reach out to the NCAS. Now, as you know, NCAS's normal guests are cats and dogs. However, from time to time, a llama, a pig, a horse, and of course, a lemur will drop in for a while. Many months ago, they had a visit from Al E. Gator. That was his name. They named him. He was a resident of the retention pond adjacent to the NCAS property. The staff shooed him off, and he went back into the retention pond. He hasn't returned. However, yesterday, around 3 p.m., NCAS got a call about another Al E. Gator. This one was easily 7 feet long and had crossed over 6 lanes of traffic on 200 at Wildlight. He's got a lot of nerve. And nobody ran over him. Animal control staff went to the scene. The attempt to hold him until Fish and Wildlife resulted in the alligator breaking 2 catch poles. A catch pole is a pole with a thing on the end, and it loops around the neck of the dog. Well, Al E. Gator 2 was very strong. He broke the catch poles. Fish and Wildlife showed up quickly with sturdier catch poles, wrestled the alligator 2 into their vehicle, and took him to St. Augustine, where he is now living. But he's big. He is very, very big. So we have no Al E. Gator at NCAS right now. Thank you so much for letting me speak. Thank you for being sure to spay, neuter, chip your animal, and heartworms. Be sure you have the dogs get their heartworms. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ms. Jackie. That will take us to county manager's business.
I have no additional business tonight.
Madam Attorney.
I have no further business.
Thank you. That will take us to the county commission business. Mr. Hutman.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks to the public for coming out tonight and speaking. One down, one to go, I think. And it's all about fact-finding and getting information. And that's exactly what we intend to do. I think that it's the responsible thing to do, and I think the board's focused on that. I only speak for myself, clearly 1 of 5, but I think that's where we are on this. So we'll keep working on that, and we'll get to the next meeting and keep moving forward. Oh, I would like to say that right before I walked in the meeting, I got a call from the supervisor of elections that my 775 petitions have been certified, and so I do not have to pay $4,500 to run again to get my name on the ballot. So thanks for the community support. There was a lot of folks that helped me do that. So thanks very much. That's all I have, Madam Chair.
Mr. Gray.
Thank you, Madam Chair. First of all, congratulations,
Thank you,
Mr. Hutman. You've done a great job serving citizens of Nassau County.
Thank you, sir.
And we have the upcoming this Saturday opening of the beaches on March 16th. So if you're out, it's a wonderful event. I believe this is our 3rd event, and celebrating the opening of the beaches here in Nassau County, kicking the summer off, bring your families out and children out. A lot of vendors, food trucks, and things like that. Good music. Just a wonderful time. That's all I have. Thank you.
It is literally all about quality of life. We've got
Yes.
that May 6th. We've got the West Side Regional Park June 6th. We've got a lot of this board has proactively just increased the quality of life for our residents, and
Yes.
it's easy and an honor to serve here.
Madam Chair, and also if Ms. Jackie's still out there, I'm getting ready to put in for my alligator tax.
Okay.
Yeah, online at FWC, see if I get one down there.
Okay, you're gonna give like a little piece of the tail to Miss Jackie,
Yeah.
like one of the claws?
If I get lucky, get a draw.
Okay, yes, sir. Mr. Farmer.
Thank you. Madam Chair, as the proclamations that were read early on in the meeting stated, May the 10th through May the 23rd for the next couple of weeks. If you see a policeman or a policewoman, fire EMS representative, publicly thank them for serving our great community. They truly do have a thankless job. They go from call to call and see the worst of what's going on in our community, and oftentimes get nowhere near the credit that they deserve. Just make sure that you just if you see them, tell them thank you. It means a lot. Wave to them, give them a thumbs up, and you don't have to pull them aside and go into a big long conversation, but it just means a lot to those guys. This Friday over on my side of town, the Red and Gold game at Warrior Field will be played, so it's not long. We're going to be kicking off some football. If you guys are around, come see us. Looking forward to a fun season. I'd like to just say I appreciate the little bit of rain that we've been getting, even though it's just less than a half inch at my house. I don't know, it's a quarter maybe. Means a lot out there, greening up our pastures. Hay over there is becoming scarce. It's $100+ a roll if you can even find it. Still a double digit, like the chief said, double digit inches into the deficit for the drought. Burn ban is going to continue. Be smart, be vigilant. Don't think that just because we got a passing shower that you can run out there and light the trash pile on fire, because next thing you know, we've got several houses that are in danger. Pay somebody. There's several junk haulers. I see them advertising all over the place. They'll haul your stuff out of there for the cheap. A lot of them, right now are advertising all sorts of things there where you can drop off a dump trailer or whatever the case may be, and for just a couple $100 you can get rid of a whole yard full of trash. Ounce of prevention's worth a pound of cure. Good to see Governor Santis and his staff this morning at the Yacht Basin. I'd like to thank him and the state for working hard to give us more red snapper opportunities for the residents and the visitors alike. And last but not least, I'd like to just hope that all the mothers had a great day yesterday. I wouldn't be where I am today without mine. I had some of the very best, and make sure that we take care of moms on the daily. And that's all I have, Madam Chair. Thank you.
Mr. Farmer, Mr. Martin.
I don't have anything, Madam Chair.
Okay, thank you. Mr. Gray, you want your nickel back?
Yes, and Clint did, Commissioner Farmer did bring it up. We was honored today with Governor Ron DeSantis being here in Nassau County with the press release. A lot of commissioners were there, and red snapper has been increased from 2 days in the Atlantic waters to 39. So that's an economic boom for Nassau County. Families will be coming here, booking vacations, booking charters, staying at hotels, going out in our restaurants, enjoying Nassau County at its finest. And we're really grateful for Governor DeSantis coming here and making the announcement here in Nassau County. And it was a good event. And so I slipped my mind, but Commissioner Farmer was there. I thank you for bringing that up, sir.
Madam Chair, can I take a nickel on that?
Come on,
The reason I think that's important to hear too is because the state of Florida has taken back control of their own waters from the federal government through FWC. That's why that's important. Just like home rule here in Nassau County and us taking control of our own resources and protecting what we have and watching out for what we want and need in Nassau County is important as well. So, and I know Tallahassee respects that. So that's all I have, Madam Chair. Thank you.
And I thank everybody who came out this evening and spoke, the 7 people who came to the dais tonight to talk and engage with us on the moratorium. This was only the first reading. We will have a second public meeting, and we will decide the outcome that evening. But I think there is a lot of misinformation out there. I'm grateful. I had one resident text me over the last 2 weeks with all of the misinformation. And one of the things I wanted to clear up is, and I don't know who this resident is because it just says a number on the other end, and I haven't asked for their name or contact information yet outside just a 904 number. And one thing that I was able to clarify with this resident is that 2 years ago, and I may be wrong on this, Ms. May, because I know we adopted an ordinance with the solar panel farms and agricultural zoning. And I was able to talk to that resident and talk about how the state had done agricultural zoning. And because this resident was upset that they had moved and they saw solar panel farms coming in, I said, you know, it is our job. It's back to that bureaucracy and certain home rule we have and certain home rule we don't. Just because you move next door to what would look like a pine tree stand doesn't mean that we can't, somebody can't come in and do these solar panel agreements for the solar panel farm. And as long as it is up to code, correct, the county opens them with welcome arms.
I'm going to defer to County Manager Pope, who I think has a better recollection.
Yes, I don't have the citation in front of me, but you're correct. There are certain preemptions the state of Florida has put down on local government in terms of regulating land. And one of those are related to power generation from solar farms.
From solar farms in the zoning, so. It was just, as this resident and I continued to engage, it was just, I think that's the whole point, is that people just text me, call me, email me. I know that my 4 commissioners who serve with me feel the same way. Don't just assume you click a lie, a post, read it and comment out and just believe it as truth. I think that there is a lot of false, I know for a fact there is a lot of false information. It is important as a society that we not compromise complacency for knowledge. And I encourage the public to read, to engage, and to actually understand Senate Bill 44 and what moratorium process looks like in Nassau County. And as always, it's a pleasure to serve the citizens of Nassau County. And with that, I will close this evening's meeting. Thank you.